Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now. Live from the village right now. It is Tuesday, the 20th of February, 2024 right now. It is 3 minutes past 8 p.m. right now, GMT right now. We got one person in the chat right now. First one here right now. How you doing? How you doing, GG? Appreciate you coming through. How is you? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. About to play Gauntlet Slayer Edition. And it's Tuesday. We live stream on Tuesdays. 1 week gaming, next week movies, back to gaming, then movies, back to... That's how we do. That's how we do. But I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right indeed. I've had a pretty good day today, actually. Let me switch over to this screen and just chat to y'all for a little bit. So yeah, I've had a pretty good day today. I went to a place called Canary Wharf. It's a district in London, pretty much a financial district where a lot of the banks have their, financial institutions like banks and, companies like that, insurance companies, all them big sort of financial companies. A lot of them have their headquarters in Canary Wharf. So it's a kind of a financial district. A lot of money passes through, but I did not go there for that. I went there for the coffee because I enjoy drinking coffee. There's some real cool coffee places in Canary Wharf. So I went there, had a coffee in a few different places. Also had a cheesecake from Lola's Cupcakes as a shop around town. They have a few branches around town called Lola's Cupcakes. They do really nice cupcakes, but I've never had a cheesecake from them. So today was the first time I had a cheesecake from Lola's Cupcakes, and I've heard they do really good cheesecakes. But let me tell you something. I heard correct. That cheesecake was so good. It was called a red velvet cheesecake. It was so good, man. It was so good. You know when the food is so good, you just gotta eat it messy. You know what I mean? Like, and when the food is so good, you just gotta eat it messy. Like, you just can't be bothered with all that. Oh, let me get it all neat. Let me get a spoon and nah. When the food that good, it's just messy. I don't even care. I don't care who's watching. I don't care who's judging eyes are gazing upon me at that point. The food was good. The cake was good. Like, good. Food that good, you don't even care. It's like, I'm just eating this however I'm eating this, but it's getting eaten. It was good. But yeah, I had a good day today, man. I had a good day today. So yeah, we are here now. About to play this game called Gauntlet. I played a little bit of this game before, actually. It's new to me in that I never even heard of this game until recently. Like, it was a recommended game. And I played a little bit. I played like one level of it. It's actually mostly a multiplayer game, I believe. I've been playing a single player side of it though. But yeah, it's been pretty cool so far. I feel like I want to try and play this a little bit more and see how I get on with it. It seems like a cool game. So yeah, that's what we're about to do today. Currently waiting on the Ultimate Gaming Mouse. Okay. What is the Ultimate Gaming Mouse? Let me just check that real quick. Is that the name of it, or is that just what you're calling it? Like, Ultimate Gaming Mouse. Ultimate. Where are we? Gaming Mouse. Alright, okay, a few things come up when I search Ultimate Gaming Mouse. Might not be the one that you're talking about, but some of these things look mad though. Damn, man. Mad Cats, that's the first result. Mad Cats RAT. That's an interesting name for a gaming mouse. 8+ gaming mouse, USB black, 16,000 DPI. £95 and 69 pence on Amazon raw. It's not even the most expensive one. Damn, man. Wow. Hopefully it's worth it for you. Hopefully it's worth it for you. But let me take this gum out of my mouth. So I'm not chewing in your ear. Actually, one sec. Get a piece of tissue. Just tear that off. So I'm not masticating in your ear holes. Let me just take that gum out of my mouth. And let me switch over to this screen. So hopefully you should be able to see what I can see in a moment or two. It's just loading up or getting ready. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I'm playing with a control pad. Oh, another thing to do. Make sure you can hear it as well. So I'm playing with a control pad. Let me know if the sound levels are okay. I don't know if they're too loud. It might be too loud, actually. But let me know if the sound is coming through okay, all the levels and stuff like that. I think it might be too loud, so let me turn it down just a tad. That should do it. That should do it. Go with campaign, normal. So yeah, I did up to the catacombs already. And I played a little bit of Maxime's Mummery. I did not complete this level though. I was playing as Warrior. I think I want to stick with Warrior though. I think Warrior is more my style of playing. Oh, I could change equipment. Didn't even realize. Okay. Yo, what up, Reese? Reese M in the pool. Okay, I lost a rhyme. Never mind. Reese's Pieces in the places. Let me stick with that. Let me stick with that. How you doing, Reese? Okay, so I've got different. Oh, so this is what you can do with the money you collect. I see. I see. Herald. That's the one that I'm using already. Call the power. Call to war. I guess I don't have that. Can I don't know if I have enough to. No, I don't have. Okay. Okay, I've got 29,000. That's how much I've got. I can purchase Call to War. Alright, let me see. Oh, that's a cycle through like the information about each weapon. Destructo Spin, Crowd Pleaser in the arenas. Massive Hammer Blow that sends shockwaves outwards. Massive Hammer Blow that sends shockwaves outwards. That's Juggernaut. It doesn't tell me like which weapon is stronger than the other weapon though. But maybe that's not the point. A powerful shot that damages nearby enemies and calls them to attack. Calls them to attack. I'm not sure if I want that. Let me try this one. Juggernauts of Hakura. I have that, so I'm pretty much good to go. Good mate. Being to hole. Nice. To grab some tools. My brother left there. And the site. Oof. Oh, it was wasted. It was Crackhead Central in Hole. Oh, really? Damn. Alright. Crackhead Central, damn. Oh, well, hopefully you... hopefully, I mean, crackheads are interesting people, aren't they, though? Alright. I think I got like a good rhythm of this. Went to a nice cafe. Oh, nice, cool. I do like to go to cafes. That's one of my favorite things to do. Went to a nice cafe for an egg and bacon sarnie. Oh, I'm gonna get some health. For egg and bacon sarnie, though. Okay. Ooh, ooh, shoot, careful. Oof. Alright, sorry. It was a nice drive to Leeds. From there, went under the Humber Bridge. And that Humber Bridge. Okay, I'm not sure I know the Humber Bridge. Oh, shh. I'm guessing that's like a... Oh, shit. Is that like in the Midlands, the Humber Bridge? Oh, damn it. I think this level just goes on, like it doesn't actually end. I don't think it actually... Oh, maybe it does. It took ages though, damn. Mass suspension bridge that goes over the river Humber. And oh, I see. Okay. Alright, if I'm in Hull again, which is a possibility, I might have to look out for that because I like bridges. I'm guessing you can't walk over it though. You probably have to drive through it or something, or drive over it. Floor cleared. Nice. And I've got 31,600 gold coins in that now. I can buy weapons, but I don't know if I want to buy demonic cleave, a slash unleashing a powerful cleave and force forwards. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I ain't gonna lie. A massive hammer blow that sends shockwaves outwards. I don't know about that, but it's the most expensive one, so maybe I'll save towards that. But I think for now I want to switch my weapons to... I'll go with this. I'm not sure. I've definitely driven over it before. Really big, like it's impressive. Does it go high up though? These look like warrior graves. Champions of the dead, come and face me. Yeah, real high. Yeah, we have a bridge. I don't know if it's I mean, it sounds somewhat similar from where you're describing it, but we have a bridge called the Queen Elizabeth Bridge on the east side of London, where the M25 is, and it's a similar sort of thing. It goes quite high above the river as it crosses the M25. as it follows the M25. It's kind of weird though, because like when you're on the bridge, like you got the Dartford crossing, and next to that you got the Queen Elizabeth Bridge. The Dartford crossing goes underneath the river, and the Queen Elizabeth Bridge goes over the river, but it goes really high above the river, right? But when you're on the Dartford crossing or the Queen Elizabeth Bridge, you're not on the M25. Like, it's weird how they do it. Like, it really is. Like, you have to drive along the M25 to get it, and you're following the same road, but once you're on that bit, it's called something else, and it's some mad reason as to why that is, but it's like, well, welcome to London. But anyway, it's a pretty cool to go over the Queen Elizabeth Bridge. I'm guessing the Humber Bridge though you probably don't have to pay for, or do you? I don't know. We got to pay to cross the Queen Elizabeth Bridge or the Dartford crossing. Just looking at the Queen Elizabeth Bridge, yeah, the Humber is bigger, I think. Looking at it, I don't think you have to pay to cross the Humber. So that's the thing about London. It's like so many things you've got to pay for to get around. Like you pay to cross the Queen Elizabeth Bridge or the Dartford crossing. You've got areas where you got to pay to drive in. Or pay extra to drive in. Like there's two areas like ULEZ zones, the what's it called? The Central London charging zones. I think next year or maybe the year after, but in the next year or two, the Blackwall Tunnel, which is another way you drive under another tunnel that goes underneath the River Thames. That's currently free to drive through, but they're gonna start charging for that from next year. So yeah, it's just madness here. Oof. Suppose they don't charge you to breathe in London by the time of it. Hey, don't give them any ideas. Hey, don't be giving them any ideas, mate. If they can figure out how to charge you to breathe, I'm sure they'll do it. It is mad. Oh, wait, do I have a key? I don't have a key. I don't have a key. I need to get a key. Better get back to the snooker. Rooney's playing. Snooker takes prisoner. Alright, no worries. Appreciate coming through, man. Big up to you. Rooney takes precedent over this live stream, I guess. It's so good. I understand. No, I feel like I don't speak too soon. I do kind of feel like I've got a little bit of a hang of this game, just a little bit. YouTube mate, when it comes before everything, even the misses. No, fair enough. Fair enough. It's Ronnie's time now. It's Ronnie's time. Can he compete with Ronnie O'Sullivan? That's so good. The thing is, you don't want to just like get health just because it's there. You definitely want to try and save it, like if you don't really need it. You know, as long as your health is decent. Oh, shoot. But, you know, pay attention to your health, of course, because... Heroic hunger. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Let me go get some more health, though, because I left some up here. And I don't think I'm coming back here, so... Put my thing up. But yeah, I didn't even know about this game until like last week, I think. Didn't even know it existed, and now it's like been playing it a little bit. It's a pretty cool game. It's a pretty cool game. Oh, let me not get that just yet. Oish! Oh! Damn, damn, damn. I've only got like one. Oosh. Ish. Push. Oh. Oh shoot. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I think, oh, did I get enough though? Yo, Sam B and a place to be. How is ye? How's your day going? How's your day been? Oof. Oof. Got him. Just. Mate, that was too close. That was way too close. Tired but good. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well indeed. I've had a really good day today. Oosh. Can't lie, man. I had a really good day today. I went to Canary Wharf. Oh shoot. Oof. Damn it. Too close. All the different coffee spots you hit today. No wonder you're good. Oh, indeed. Indeed. Indeed, man. I went to like some real cool places. And I managed to do it and not spend a lot of money. Like, which is an added bonus. Because, you know, man ain't trying to go broke out here. But yeah, man, it was a cool... Because the thing about Canary Wharf is very much the financial district, right? So all the big banks, you know, like HSBC, Barclays, all the big banks... Oh, better be careful I don't do that. All the big banks have their headquarters there, right? Oof, close. And, you know, so that's the main thing about Canary Wharf is, you know, the financial sort of side of it, like where... Damn it. Where, you know, like, all that stuff happens. But me, I'm just trying to get some good coffee. And there's definitely a lot of good places to get coffee in Canary Wharf. Like, I don't go to all of them. There's loads of places. Like, I can only go to a few, of course, but even still. But I'll tell you what, though, and perhaps this is me just reading into something, reading into things that aren't there. But one of the reasons I wanted to go, I've been to Canary Wharf before, right? Like, usually, the few times I've been there before is like, you know, I was meeting somebody or I was going to a specific spot or something like that. As in, I've been to Canary Wharf before for myself. Most times I'm going to Canary Wharf is because I'm, you know, doing cab work and I'm driving somebody there, right? And as I'm driving people there or picking people up from there, you know, of course I'm looking around and I see, you know, all these cool places. And I'm thinking like, man, I'm taking all these people to Canary Wharf and other places around London, all these different places. But I never really actually go anywhere myself. And even when I'm going there, I'm not really seeing the area. I'm not really doing much. I'm just kind of maybe meeting somebody and then maybe have dinner or whatever. And then you kind of move on, but you're not really seeing the area. So I was like, okay, I do want to do this. So yeah, I went there and I kind of walked around, got coffee, got cakes, you know, had a good time. But what I realized is that as much as I go to these places when I'm driving people and dropping them off, but I'm not really going to these places, I'm just taking people there. I feel like a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, and again, maybe I'm just speculating a bit too much here. Maybe I'm reading into something that isn't there. But I did get the impression while I was there that there's a lot of people who maybe they work in the area. Like I said, there's a lot of banks and things like that there, right? A lot of bank headquarters and, you know, financial institutions and stuff like that. So I got the impression there's a lot of people who work there. And because they're there all the time, they're not really appreciating all the cool stuff around there either. You know, like the first place I went to, like the guy in front of me, in a queue, like he just walked up to the coffee stand and he was just like, I can't remember what his coffee order was, like flat white, whatever it was, I don't know. I was like, yeah, flat white please, and then, you know, paid and moved on, and that was pretty much it. And I'm thinking like, I want to talk to these guys, you know, I want to say, man, I was passing by this place the other day and it looked so cool, you know, and you know, oh, that's so cool, you guys roast your own coffee. You know, I'm trying to talk to these guys, and I feel like they appreciated it. I think it seemed they did. They certainly didn't. It wasn't a problem. I didn't like, you know, spend ages chatting to them and hold up the queue. It wasn't that bad. But I was just thinking, like, maybe that's just the thing when you live in a place or work in a place or you frequent a place, you just kind of get used to it so much to the point where you're there but you're not really there, you know. So as much as I'm going to these places taking people but I'm not really going anywhere, I guess it's kind of a similar thing with people who go there all the time as well. Like, they're there but they're not really there. They're not really appreciating, you know, the fact that you have this cool coffee shop that donates 100% of their profits to help homeless people, or you've got these other like places that just really cool, like all these fancy places that could be really cool, and not just fancy places. You've got like just like smaller places and things like that. And but I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm projecting. I don't know. But still, I had a good time. I had a self-care day, spent over a week, been ill, neglected things like hair care, etc. So I took the day to fix that. All nice. So here's looking fly then, yeah? Such is life, you don't appreciate what you have till you... Oh, that is so true, isn't it? That is so true. How's that song go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Man. That is so true. Well, it's clean. Wow, that's something. That's something, right? Better than unclean. I ain't got a key for this door. Damn. Oh, I need some health though. My thing running low. Oof, that was not how I planned that. Oh, shoot. No, I need my coins, though. Okay. I think I've got to hang off this now. Oh, not like that. Oof, close. Oh, got the key. Oof. Now we've got to get back over. Oof. Too close, too close. But yeah, man. It's important to have these self-care days, though. I mean, if possible, you want a self-care year or a self-care lifetime, but such is life. You can't do it every day. But it is important to have these days where it's just about you. Or maybe not just about you. I mean, of course, I get it. We all kind of have to... Even on a self-care day, you still got to take care of business, right? But to have days where you're just not being overly worried about this thing or that thing, or, you know, got to do this, got to do that, where you could just kind of chill and... Oh, that was a bit based, actually. Oof, damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh, did not get through this level, man. Oh, well. You can try again. Let me pause for a second, though. Make sure I relax my fingers. But yeah, you gotta have these days, man. But you know what, though? Speaking of self-care, right? One of the things I've kind of realized recently in recent years, recent months, recent weeks, I don't know, but it's actually really hard to sleep, right? And what I mean by that is it's important to sleep, because that's literally the best way and the most important way in which we rest. You know, we need to be asleep so our body can recover and repair and do all it needs to do, and we wake up and we're refreshed and we take on the day and we go to sleep. And it's important that you know, to get like a good amount of sleep, like 6 to 8 hours, I believe is like the recommendation. But it's actually hard to sleep, like, or more specifically, it's hard to get a good night's sleep. That's what I'm trying to say. It's hard to get a good night's sleep. And I've been kind of trying to do that, because like it's booked it to get properly done next week. Can't wait. Okay, so now it's just clean. Now the next week you gotta actually get it done. Did it? Nice. That's madness though. Like how you know, I'm about to sound sexist, but I think we're cool. But it's like women's hair is like a whole thing. Like, I mean, I ain't been to the barbershop for time at this point, to be honest with you, because I just kind of cut my own hair, and I got one hairstyle. Actually, no, I got two hairstyles, grown and not grown. So right now it's not grown, and I just cut it myself. So, but when I was going to barbershops, like, you literally just turn up to a barbershop, you know, you wait your turn like 10 minutes, whatever, and then you get your hair cut, and that was that. You know, that's done. You pay your money and you go. But like when it comes to women's hair, it's like you got to book it in. You know, you got to make sure you got the right hairdresser, because if you get the wrong hairdresser, they can't do it properly or something. You know, you got to make sure once you get the right salon and they got the right hair care products, and the amount of money that women spend on their hair. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like you shouldn't. Of course, it's your money. Do what you want with it. I ain't saying that. But I'm just saying, like, in comparison, yo, what up, XSplits? We're just being a little bit sexist right now, by the way. So appreciate coming through when I'm about to lay the groundwork for my cancellation in 10 years. But yeah, it's like the amount of money that gets spent, and it's like it's madness though. Like, and on one, well, look, here's the thing. I'm saying it's madness, but then at the same time, I can't deny the results, right? Because at the end of the day, when you see women looking fly and their hair is a big part of that, it's like, you know what? That's where that money goes. I can't be mad at that, right? You can't be mad at that if you're appreciating the results of all that time, effort, and money. So it's madness when I hear about it. Like when I hear about, oh, you're spending like £50, £60, £70 on getting your hair done. Because what I'm thinking is, okay, you're going to spend £50 on your hairdo, and then it's like, all right, but then you got to go to bed at night, right? And you got to sleep, and it's just going to be messed up. So you're literally spending like £50 to have it good for that one day. You know what I mean? For that one day. I mean, you might be okay the next day in terms of like, okay, you could maybe spruce up a bit or whatever, but it's not going to be as good as it was on the first day, like not by a long shot, right? So it's like the money you spend on getting your hair done is really just good for that day, right? It's not going to be good for a week. It's just good for that day. But hey, like I said, man, I'm appreciating the results, so I can't be mad at it. That's not me paying. It's my birthday next week. Okay, so okay, cool, fair enough. Make him pay for it. And hopefully he appreciates the results as well. Tell you what though, next time in Hull, I'll do your hair for you. I'm good at cutting hair, as you can tell. I'm very good at cutting hair, so yeah. I've got some clippers. I won't even charge you. I'll do it for free. I'll be like, you know what? I got some clippers. Yeah, I'll do your hair for you. Yeah, I'll do it good too. But how you doing, X? Oh, what's going on? Oh. How you doing, XSplits? XSplits in the plix. You're not shaving my hair. Nah, it will look good. It will look good. It will look good. Don't worry about it. It will look good. I'll shave half of it, right, and leave the other half. Real punk rock. Got him. Yeah, man. I cut my hair all the time, and I like what I do. So I think my I think I do a good job. I actually like that look. See? So yeah, shave half of it, leave the other half. Yeah, man, I know what I'm doing. Oh, careful. Oh, totally forgot. I got like a bomb weapon from LB Attack. Totally forgot about that. Oh, wait. Let me, not yet. Leave that other one for now. They ain't... Ooh. They ain't just cutting it, though. They dyed it, too. Alright, so it's like the full works. So you're going to have like a whole different color as well. Like, what color are you going to get, though? Are you going to get like... You're going to like get it dyed like pink? That'd be a cool color, actually. You can dye it pink and purple. Oh, even better. Dye it like different strands, like of the rainbow. And then, so when I shave half your head, it'll just look like you got like half a rainbow sticking out your head. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Roots will stay in brown, the bottom will be teal. Okay, so it'd be like brown at the roots, and then just above, as your over your scalp, it turns teal. So it'd be like a what you call, like a two-tone? Is that what they call it? Oh wait, no, I've got that already, haven't I? Got him. Ish, damn it, man. Ish, ish. Man got deaded. Yeah, pretty much. I can look like one of those woke Karens that scream on the internet with my rainbow hair. Hey, just saying. You can rock it, man. You can rock it. Damn it, man. I accidentally killed the food. That's the thing. You gotta be careful not to kill the food. Damn, damn, damn. I might need to figure out a better way of, you know, not getting hit. Because I think my current method is, you know. Oish, 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 oish. Ish. Got him. Oh. Man, don't want to die at this. Osh. Osh, 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 osh. Too close, man. Scream at people in the street for not using my... That bitch. You know what though? I mean, why not? Because end of the day, it's like, if that's your preferred pronoun and people don't use your preferred pronoun, I just be like, hey, I'm gonna scream at you for a second. And that's very justified, quite frankly. Oh, there's a breaker wall here. But yeah, that's a mad, mad world. Oh yeah, yeah, damn it, damn it, damn it. Ugh. shit. Shoot. Oof. I only got one bomb left now. Oh, it's got some health back here though. You get that. That's gonna help. Oh, nice. You know, I was like thinking about that cupcake I had earlier. I was thinking about that cupcake I had earlier because, like, you know, sometimes you see like videos of people on the internet where, okay, some more health there. It's good to know. Where they're getting criticized because like they eat messy or whatever, right? But the thing is like, when your food is like really good, you don't really care about like how you look in public anymore. You know what I mean? Like when you've got like really good food, like you just don't care about how messy it is or what. Like all that matters is you're enjoying your food. And your food is good. And that's literally all that matters in that moment, right? You don't care about if you don't look, you know, cordial or whatever, or you know, if you don't look neat or whatever, or you know, none of that stuff. Like none of that matters, right? None of that matters. All that matters is that you're eating some good food. And it tastes good. And it makes you feel good. And yeah, maybe it gets messy. You know, maybe you're dripping stuff all over the place, right? Maybe things are falling and whatever. But man, food can do a lot for you, man. I swear down. Oosh. If it's good, it doesn't matter. It's a fact. It's so true, man. It's so true. It's like you're just in that moment. You have no care in the world in that moment. Like literally that moment when it's that good. Like you don't care about nothing. Whatever worries you got in the world, whatever stresses or burdens or whatever you got to deal with, it. None of that matters in that moment. But yeah, when the food good like that. I think I need to go to this one first because then I can get the other key. Yo, Brex Bivy in a place to bivy. How's Yivy? Alright, gotta figure out how to open this door. Ish. How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. Well, I can't go that way, apparently. Oh, wait, is there something here? Oh, yes, there we go. Can't believe Sophie watching Stranger Things. Oh, how's she getting on with it? I need to watch that again, man. I don't watch that again, man. Like, Stranger Things was such a good show. Oof, damn. Damn. She's enjoying it so far. She does struggle to focus, but she is hanging in there. Nice. Yeah, definitely, oof. Definitely worth keeping focus on. Oh, shoot. Is that right? Oh, okay, got it. It's the first show she has ever asked to watch. Oh, really? Nice. Wow. It's a good option. Oosh. Oh, Posh just ran through that door, really. You know what? Let me just run through this door because, Yeah, let me just run for this door. Let me not be a hero. Just run for this damn door. Complete this level. Oh, that was close, man. That was close. Trying to be a hero out here. Like, nah, man. Just take the damn thing. Destroys the foods 10 times. Eat off the... Okay, I got that. I got that. The only downside to watching it with Sophia, she can only watch one episode where I binge. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess the good thing of that is that you get to watch them again. Just gotta remember where her episode was. Oof. Oh man. Oof. You know what? I like these headphones, but they do make my ears hurt, which is a damn shame because they're good headphones otherwise. But bruh, after a little while, my ears be hurting. I think eventually I'm just gonna have to get a new pair of headphones with a much bigger ear cup. Apparently, one does not have tiny ears. It's quite a levels in this actually. It was like, are you really gonna let her watch it? I said, I was younger than her when I was watching horror movies. Indeed. Gotta learn them good. Gotta learn them good. And it's like it's just like good for like. Oh, what's the most expensive weapon here? Manifest hunger, turns enemies into living food. Ooh. More Thor, grow bigger. Throw potions like grenade. Haze, what else would you do with it? Turn enemies into living food. Grow bigger, increase in damage and becoming more invulnerable, more Thor. There's all kinds of things you can get in this game. Appearance. Man, this game's quite in depth still, you know. But yeah, it's like you gotta learn them good, man. You gotta learn them good because it's like it prepares the kids good for life, innit? You know, where a little bit of a scare here in a safe environment. You know, I want this one still, you know. Oh, the most expensive weapon there, then the rest of it should be easy. Increase move speed and attack speed. Oof. Summons a whirlwind that knocks monsters to the ground. Oof. Turns all potions within radius into gold. Oof. Actually, I don't know if I want that one still, though. Let me get this one. You know, it's like, yeah, it's good for them. It's good for them. you know, a little bit of a scare in a safe environment, and then you can talk about it afterwards. And yeah, they're just better prepared for life, because life can be scary, right? I mean, real talk, life can be scary. Life doesn't always go the way you think it will go. It doesn't always go the way you want it to go. You know, like it could be a lot of different things. And having that level of uncomfortableness in a place where, you know, you can deal with it, I'm just saying, that can't be a bad thing. Oh, wait. Did I select the wrong weapon? Oh, shh. I think I selected the wrong attack. And now I'm getting I need to go back and select the right attack. Oh wait, no, because it's the weapon I selected, isn't it? Ah, oh, flipping hell. It doesn't have a spin. I don't let her watch a slasher or anything like that, but monsters, etc. No, it's not real. Yeah, slashers can come later. I mean, she's 8 now, 9. Yeah, slashers could come later. Maybe when she's like 10 or something, you could do the slashers. I don't like these monsters. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this weapon actually. I went and bought some. Ugh. When I bought this weapon, it turns out to be 11. Okay, so when she's 12, maybe then. Start slashes when she's 12. Next year. 11, man. Double digits. You know what? Oof, let me check something real quick. Okay, 16. What's 16 times 4? That's 32. About 64. Okay, yeah. So I've gotten into checking my heart rate, right? Recent. Well, not even recently, for a little while, but I guess I've been paying a bit more attention to it a bit more recently. And it's interesting to like see what your heart is doing during certain activities, right? Because I know that if I'm at rest, like if I'm just, like for example, if I'm asleep, my heart rate is around 35, 40 beats per minute, around about there, maybe 45 beats per minute, which is, just a slow rhythm. That's when I'm at rest. So what's interesting is to see how far away from rest you are doing certain things. So if I'm like just sitting down, just doing nothing, sitting down, my heart rate is around 50 beats per minute. If I'm standing up, it goes to around 60, 70 beats per minute. If I'm walking, right, it goes to around 80 to 90 beats per minute. And if I'm running, then it can go up to about 140, 150 beats per minute, right? So those are like the different levels. Now, just now, sitting down, playing video games, my heart rate clocked in around 70 beats per minute. Which means video games exerts as much physical activity as standing up does. You know, maybe not quite as much as walking, but just standing up and playing video games requires about the same amount of energy from me. That is interesting. That is interesting. Let's just drop down to 58 now. I saw this thing on Twitter about parents letting their kids watch Terrify. I wouldn't never that for the kids. Yeah, maybe when she's 13. No, I'm playing. Terrify, yeah, I mean that's probably is a bit much actually. That probably is a bit much. I mean, to be fair though, I don't want to say the equivalent because I think Terrify is definitely a lot more gruesome than the movies I was watching when I was a kid. But in terms of like gruesome movies at the time, I do remember watching some like crazy stuff back in the day. Like, I mean, I don't remember what they were all called. Some of them were on TV that, you know, you don't even know what they're called. You just know you're watching something. But I can remember watching RoboCop at like 8 or 9 years old or something like that, and that was a pretty violent movie at the time. And I mean, it's hard to say. Like, I mean, I hope it didn't mess me up. But then I can't lie, I'm not exactly a well-adjusted person most days, so who knows, maybe RoboCop did mess me up. I mean, I think we all like to say like these things don't affect us, but I think the truth is like it can't. I think they do affect you in some way, maybe not in negative ways. I don't necessarily think like violent movies make you violent. Like I don't think it's that straightforward. But yeah, I think it's fair to say that films, music, books, arts in general, culture, creativity, they do affect us in some ways, but just maybe not the ways that we might not always realize. So yeah, certain things like really violent, gruesome movies, yeah, they could probably wait. Or, you know, she can sneak them behind your back or something. Because you know there's always that one kid at school. There's always that one kid at school who's got like the filthiest, most violent movies. You know what I mean? Just the skankiest movies. There's always that one kid at school that just for whatever reason, like I don't know, maybe their parents, you know, don't watch them or whatever. I'd have no idea. But there's always that one kid in every school, in every year of every school, that for some reason, somewhere, they happen to be able to get like just the most violent movies, the skankiest, dirtiest movies, just the worst kind of flarn filth that nobody has any kind of business watching, no matter how old you are. I don't care if you like a 60-year-old, 70, 80-year-old great granddaddy. It don't matter. Ain't nobody got no business watching some of these movies, but that one kid in every year of every school can get it, and he's willing to lend it to whoever. So I'm just saying, what should you kids hang out with? What should you who your kids hang out with? It was really justifying it, saying stuff like, if you just explain to them, it's fine. I mean, I think that's true for some stuff, to be fair. Like, I think, well, I mean, what do I know? I ain't nobody's daddy, but to my mind, it feels like that's true for some stuff. Like, you could talk to them about certain things and But then I guess it's going to depend primarily on your child, you know, and how they handle stuff and how they're able to do stuff. And I think sometimes people could assume that maybe their child can handle more than they can actually handle, you know, like, because we've all said that sort of thing. Well, I watched these movies when I was a kid and I turned out fine. We all say that, right? But did we turn out fine? Did we? Right? Did we really turn out fine? I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I think that could be true for some stuff. But then other things, it's like, you know what? There's a time and a place for everything, and this is just not the time. This kids don't need to grow up so fast. You know what I mean? I think that's the thing for me. Kids don't need to grow up so fast. Kids can just be kids. And I think there is definitely, like, at least, again, I ain't nobody's daddy, but to my observation, it seems like there's this kind of somewhat of a push for kids to grow up real quick in so many different areas that I like. You don't need to be doing that. Just let the kids be kids. You know what I mean? Let the kids be kids, because you only get one childhood, right? You get one childhood. It lasts for about, I mean, really it only lasts for about 10 to 12 years, really. Because once you get to about 13, 14, your childhood is pretty much over. I mean, you're a young adult. I mean, you're a young person, but you don't really have a childhood at that point. From about 13 to maybe 18, you're really just preparing for adult life. You know what I mean? That's really what you're doing. And granted, it's not always done in the best ways, and you know, you're still learning and you're still figuring things out, and that's never going to change. You know, but really, your childhood is really for about the first, say, 10, 12 years of your life. That's it. So it doesn't last that long. You know what I mean? It doesn't last that long. But once it's over, it's over. Like, after that, it's like, you know, you're preparing for your GCSEs, you're preparing for your A levels, you're preparing for your degree course, you're preparing for work, you're preparing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you get 10, 12 years of childhood, and then that's it. So yeah, let the kids be kids, man. Let the kids be kids. Like, not everybody needs to grow up so fast. You know, and everything needs to be about, you don't need to have your whole life figured out, you know, at 8 years old or whatever. You know what I mean? You don't need to know exactly everything you want to do and who you want to be. It's like people be in their like 40s and 50s and still be just figuring things out. And that's fine, man. It's fine. Like, it shouldn't have to be like everything has to be in a rush. It's like, bruh. Modern medicine means that the average lifespan of a human being now is around 80 to 90 years old, right? Back in the olden days of, I don't know, 1200 and whatever, like, people might live to their 40 or 50. So yeah, I get it. Back then you might want to hurry things on. If you're only expecting to live to around 40 years old, I get it. At 12, yeah, you kind of need to move things on a little bit. But when the average life expectancy is around 80, 90 plus years old, like, we could slow down. You know what I mean? You could slow down. We could be like, you know what? I mean, granted, nobody's promised tomorrow. I know that. I understand that. But we could slow down. You don't need everybody to be in such a rush to have their whole life figured out and to know who they are and what they want to be and know this and be. It's just let the kids be kids, man. Let the kids be kids. I'm pretty chill with stuff like that, but that level of brutality is not for kids. I think I'm awesome. Did me no harm. Yeah. Oof. My mini rant. Yeah, I don't like this weapon no more. I like the weapons with the destructo spin. Let me equip that. I probably spent not sure if any of this stuff actually does anything other than look cool or whatever. In fact, yeah, let's just call it parents. I need to, yeah, I can't unlock these. Not yet, anyway. Kids don't have it easy. Oh, you're right. Yeah, kids don't have it easy no more. And that's the shame of it, man. That's the shame of it. That's the real shame of it. Yeah. Like, I think it's important to, you know, respect children. Like, I don't feel like just because, oh, they're just kids, then, you know, ignore what they say. I don't believe that. But at the same time, they are kids, and they may be smart, they may be mature for their age or whatever, but they are just kids. And they're not going to know everything about life, and they're going to want to, you know, experiment, or not experiment, what's the word? Is that a word, experiment? Well, maybe that too, but it's not what I don't think it's what I'm kind of thinking of. But yeah, they're gonna, you know, want to do different things and not fully understand everything. That's why I feel like you got to draw the line at, like, when it's like stuff like, you know, oh, boy, shoot. Okay, finally got this guy. Yeah, when it's like, you know, sort of people talking about, you know, gender stuff and, you know, stuff like that. It's like, look, yeah, of course you should respect your kids if they're saying whatever. You should take that seriously and understand that. But at the same time, it's like, as the adult, you've got to guide them properly, right? You know? And let them understand that. Okay, they might be feeling something today. They might not be feeling that tomorrow. Or they might not be feeling that a year from now. Because when you're young, I mean, even when you're older, really, like, everything can feel so final. You know, like, I remember being in school and feeling like this is it. Like, this is it. This is it. This is life. This is it. It feels so final. Like, everything you're going through just feels final, right? Oh, that was the whole floor. Nice. So I guess some of the floors are quite short. Everything just feels like final. And then it isn't. You know, like, I remember, like, in school feeling like, you know, if you don't get good grades and if you don't get, you know, all this, you don't go to college and you don't go to uni, you don't do this thing, then you're gonna end up being a bum. You know, just to find out that people go to college, go to uni, get all the best grades in the world, and still end up homeless. You know, so it's like everything feels so final, and then you realize that it isn't. You know, it's not over until it's over, right? And then, but you got like these parents where there's like they're putting like hormones and whatever else, and it's like, bro, come on, man. They might be feeling that now. Yeah, respect that feeling. I ain't even saying that. Respect that feeling, because they are people and they're humans and their feelings matter and their opinions matter, and that should be respected. Of course it should. But at the same time, as the adult, as somebody who's been through some level of life that knows that things change and how you feel now about something might be different to how you feel next week about it. Maybe don't do such permanent things or things that could potentially, you know, have such bad effects later on. You know, there's a point we have to be like, you know what, I respect what you're going through. I respect your right to identify how you identify. But right now, until we're sure, you know, maybe don't inject you with like all kinds of stuff that you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to do. It's like, but bro, I don't know. I ain't nobody's daddy. that's my get out jail free card, man. I ain't nobody's daddy. What do I know? My sister won't let her kids watch anything remotely scary. Won't even let them play horror games. I'm a little more chill, but the limits are important indeed. I've had this conversation. One of my kids said they felt like a boy. They can dress how they want, play with what they want, but you have to allow time to see it. They grow on of it, right? Indeed. You know, I was like, you know, it's like, you know, you ever see people who like get their boyfriends or their girlfriends' names tattooed on them, right? And then a week later, they're not together no more. I'm laughing because it's funny. I shouldn't laugh, but it is funny. But it's kind of like that, right? Because how you feel in any particular moment could be, that's all you know in that moment, right? That's all you know in that moment. That is all you know. And if you don't have somebody around you where you're like, yeah, I want to get this person's name tattooed on my forehead. If you don't have nobody around you that's going to say, you know what, you need to slow down and chill and maybe don't do that right now. You only just met them yesterday. Like maybe don't get their name tattooed on your forehead right now. You know, see how this thing goes, and then maybe consider it, maybe, but certainly not right. If you don't know, this is kind of pull you back a little bit, and they're just like, oh yeah, go for it, and then it doesn't work out, you know. Oh, maybe it does work out, and if it does, great, fantastic. If it works out, awesome, happy for you. But it's like, until you know for sure, it's like, maybe don't do things that are permanent, or at least potentially permanent. Or, I mean, tattoos aren't strictly speaking permanent, but, you know, to remove them, you know, is not an easy thing and could definitely leave some major scarring. So it's like semi-permanent, I guess you could say they are semi-permanent. And look, we're all going to make mistakes, right? We're all going to get things wrong. Nobody gets everything right first time. That's just part of life as well. But as much as possible, maybe try to avoid things that are just not going to do you any favors later on in life. Because, yeah, you get one childhood. It lasts for around 10 to 12 years. And that's it. After it, it's gone. You never get it back. And if all you have... And sometimes as you get older, you know, you kind of think back at your childhood, and it's like, even though like you've got like tough things going on now, and this stress and this thing and that going on, sometimes you can at least think back to your childhood and be like, you know what? Maybe my childhood wasn't like the best ever, whatever, but yeah, I had some good times. At the very least, you could say I had some good times. It wasn't perfect, but I had some good times. But when you say, you can't even say that because like everything was ruined by, you know, people just trying to score, you know, social media points or whatever. And it's like, flipping out, man. When you got parents that are more interested in how they look on TikTok than raising their own damn kids. And it's like, flipping out, man. And you got these kids that grow up. They get to like 30 years old, 40, 50 years old. They just thinking back on their childhood like, wait a minute, why did my mom let me do that? Why did my dad let me do that? Why didn't they stop me? You know? I could all but guarantee you that a lot of these kids where their parents are like that, that's how they're going to be when they're like, you know, 20, 30, 40 years old, thinking back, man, why did my parents let me do that? Why didn't they talk me out of it? They wouldn't let me get a puppy, but they let me do this. Like, I'll never get a partner tattooed on me for that reason. I'm never gonna support medical gender changes for kids. No, that feels like a good idea. Yo, for sure, for sure. Braxpivy. Braxpivy came to chime in. He said, Braxton's like the old guy in the office, you know, in the break room. He kind of sits in the corner with his arms crossed, eyes closed. You're pretty sure he's sleeping, but you're not really sure. He never says anything, but then eventually he's like, he kind of looks at you and you kind of like, oh yeah, he was listening. Gives some dirty look and you're like, okay, yeah, he was listening. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Place of Kamun. Yeah, that's how I feel like. You're quiet and observant. Nah, so good. I was transphobic to say in 2024, but oh wow. You know, I don't even think that's transphobic. First of all, like, the term transphobic, or phobia for more specifically, means to have an irrational fear or something, right? To suggest that it's maybe not a good idea to medically alter your child's hormones or genetics or whatever when they're still really young and they haven't even gone through puberty yet. That's not transphobic. That's not an irrational fear or something. That's just like, hey, maybe that's not a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a fear of transgender people. I don't think well, I'm sure somebody does actually. But it's not a fear of transgender people. Transgender people I have no issue with. Like, I have no issue with anyone, I'd hope. Well, certainly I have no issue with anyone in terms of their life, whether it's a choice, whether it's a way somebody was born. I don't know. That's for them to figure out. I don't know. I don't. You know, whatever. I have no dog in that fight as to whether you're born a certain way or whether it's something you choose. But yeah, I have no issue with anybody and what they do. That's their business. That is squarely all their business. However, some things are just not a good idea in my opinion. You can live how you want to live. You can dance how you want to dance. Yo, what up, BD? Belgian Dan? Belgian Dan the man? You know, but hey, if I suggest something that's a bad idea, and you tell me it's a bad idea, that don't mean that you have a fear of me, or that you hate me, or that, you know, you don't think I deserve to live. It just means you thought I had a bad idea. Like, we can say that, right? We can say, hey, I don't think that's a particularly good idea. It doesn't mean that I'm denying your right to exist. I just don't think something is a particularly good idea. Like, that's not wrong to say. Oof. Damn. Oof. That was maybe not a good idea right there, actually. I see it more as looking out for your kids. Exactly. I have absolutely no issue with adults doing it. You do you, but leave the kids out of it. Indeed, man. Indeed. Let the kids be kids. Let the boys be boys. I just realized how that sounded, actually. But that was a song I was referencing, by the way. before, I mean, bro, I'm probably going to get cancelled in 20 years anyway. I'd have to get famous first, then I can get cancelled. Cool. But that was a song I was referencing. If you know that song, big up to you. Oof. Slam. Let the boys be boys. Slam. Let the boys be boys. It's another one. Another song. Man, that song was big back in the day. If you know that song. Oof. If you know that song. Oh, man, getting deaded up. Oh, not yet. Oh, I still got to take out the other one though. Oof. Oh, got him. Just. Their decision kids are too young to make that can permanently have a negative effect on the rest of their lives. Right, exactly. I mean, you're not really... I mean, think about it. Like, if you are... I don't know, like 8, 9 years old, right? You're not considered and you're not really mature enough to make decisions in terms of, like, getting a car. Like, you can't just be like, oh yeah, I want a car and start driving. Right, you can't do that. And most people understand that it's not a good idea to give a kid car keys and, you know, get them to drive a car. Most people would agree with that. It doesn't sound like a good idea. Like, or even getting like a family pet is like, you can be like, oh yeah, I want a pet. It's like, okay, cool. But then now the parents have to decide whether you actually do it or not. In fact, getting pets, I think, could be a good kind of in between when it comes to a lot of these kind of big decisions. Like, because if you can't look after a pet, you know, like, if you can't look after an animal, then it's probably not a good idea to have your gender reassigned. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I feel like that should be like, I mean, maybe not that specifically, but certainly something like that. Like, get a pet. Like, anytime if you got a kid, if you're a parent, and this is advice from somebody who ain't nobody's daddy, by the way. But if you're a parent and your kid says they want to do something, whether it's, you know, change their gender or change their sexual identity or do whatever, it doesn't really matter what. Something big, something that you know is like big, like huge. Doesn't have to be gender, it could be something else, but just something big. Your kid wants to do that, and you're like, look, I want to take this kid seriously, but also I'm kind of thinking, I don't know. Let's talk about getting a pet. Maybe start with a goldfish, right? How can they look after a goldfish? Let's try to understand their maturity level. That's really what we're getting at. Trying to understand this kid's maturity level, because every kid is different, and you know, different kids have different maturity levels, right? And you gotta know where your kid's maturity level is. You know what I mean? You gotta know whether you got the kid that's can handle business, or whether you got the kid that lets their business handle them. Like you need to know. So start with a pet. I feel like a pet is a good place. Goldfish, you know. I think that's a good place to start. See how they can get on with a goldfish. And then, you know, kind of go from there, right? If they can't handle a goldfish, then they're probably not at a mature level yet. But if they can handle a goldfish, then say, okay, well, let's see how you do with a rabbit. Maybe let's see how you do with a dog or a cat. You know what I mean? Like, start off small, go a little bit bigger, see where maturity level is. If they can't handle a goldfish, then look, come on. You can't be talking about big stuff like that, but you just, no. Come on now. Be reasonable now. Be reasonable. Look at it as you care enough to say that's a bad idea. Yeah, indeed. Because a lot of people just keep quiet and say nothing. I'll probably get cancelled before you, Haze. Probably. Or is that a challenge? Is that like a race? Who gets cancelled first? Me or Dan? The heat is on. Dun, 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 dun. People who don't care about you will let you do any idiotic right and you want to do and saying right. You know, as long as they as long as they get what they want, you know, that's the thing. We're surrounded by yes men. As long as they get what they want, they don't really care. And not really caring enough. But be involved in your kid's life, yeah, getting pets is a good lesson in responsibility. Right, indeed. I had a goldfish when I was a kid. Well, I'll say I had. It wasn't really just mine. It was me and my brother. We had goldfish. We had 2, I want to say, maybe 3. They all died, by the way, and so we never got any other pets. And that was a lesson. That was a lesson, man. I don't think we kind of realized it at the time. But that was a lesson. Like, listen, you can't handle goldfish. We're not getting any pets, you know, right? And it makes sense. I mean, now that as an adult, I think back at it makes sense. Like, that's why we never had any cats and never had any dogs. Like, we couldn't handle goldfish. Like, we would take them out the bowl, flip them around, and they all died. I think we had 3 in total. I can't remember the exact number, but we had a few. Oh, shoot. That was wasted.
You create, I destroy.
Oh, shh. Damn it, damn it, damn it. As I said before, the age of consent, UK 16. Why would you let your child medically change their gender? From goldfish to gender changes, we discuss all speed running cancellation. Hey, we have a range, man. We have a range. Oof. You definitely have a range. But yeah. Oh wait, it's this way, isn't it? Oof. Damn it, man. Knock my crown off. Oof. All right, that was there we go. Oof, man. Mate, this game is I ain't gonna lie, man. This game's pretty full on. We do live in the weird times, that's for sure. Hey, that is the truth, ain't it? Oof. Man got struck. Got him. Oh, bare keys right now, man. So true indeed. Oosh. Got him. From wonder to wondering what a woman is, the world of some their logic is special. What is a woman? What is a man? Oosh, oosh, oosh. Okay. Man, that whirlwind takes ages to... Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
The champion returns. I should just smash that summoning stone.
Oof, oof. I think I just got an extra life. Right when... Oh, damn. Just when thing ran down. Oh, too close, man. Too close. Well, now we know men can have periods. Well, men can have periods in school. Like first period, fifth period. That ain't nothing new. I think I just got to the end of the level though. Oh, that was too close. Oh, too close. Putting the men in menstruation. Yeah, menstruation, menopause. You know why they call it that, by the way? It's because like when it happens, you know, the you know, to a woman, her body goes through, you know, a series of changes, right? And when that happens, they gotta put the men on pause. And yeah, I know I've said that joke before, but I don't care. That's a good joke. That is a good joke. I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. That is a good joke. As luck would have it, destroy 800 props with one hero. Hardened champion, take 5,000 cumulative damage as the warrior. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, you know, I've done quite a bit today with this game. Let me, come back to this. I think I'm going to stop here and play something else for a little bit before we end. But yeah, I like this game though. This was a game that recommended to me on my other channel. For those who don't know, by the way, which is probably everybody, to be honest with you. Look at you mansplaining. That's what we do. Mansplaining by dansplaining. But yeah, I do have a gaming channel which I started, I want to say a month ago or 2 months ago. I think I started in January or maybe late January. I think I started it. It's technically an old channel. Well, it's not technically. It is an old channel that I had that I was doing nothing with. That channel was in a coma for a long time, and in the last few months, I kind of decided that I want to reawaken it out of its coma and that's what I did. And the way I did it was by just going through all the stuff that I had on that channel. In fact, you might remember I was reposting stuff to this channel late last year. That was part of the reason for that. But yeah, I decided to clean up that channel, like take down a lot of the videos that were on it, re-upload a lot of them over here. Some stuff can just stay, you know, in the past, right? Because we aren't to see that no more. But you know, I was kind of cleaning up a bit. And yeah, I think in late January started posting gaming videos where I play cheap games. That's the aim of that channel. It's called Haze Arcade. If you want to check it out, be much appreciated. But yeah, I play cheap games, and this was one of the games that was recommended to me that I ain't never even heard of. It's been around a long time. It's like 10 years old. It's nearly a 10-year-old game. But I ain't never heard of it, but played it recently and was like, you know, I actually quite like this. So yeah, it's a good recommendation. Like a boss. Then get in his alpha male red pill box. Well, let me tell you something about the aliens. I would say though, like anybody who refers to themselves as an alpha male, side eye. You know what I mean? Like side eye. Like if you if somebody calls you an alpha male or calls you an alpha, all right, cool, appreciate the compliment. But people who call themselves alpha male, you know, I'm an alpha male. People who say that kind of thing, side eye. Especially when you realize that it's a lot of times people say that sort of stuff. It's like guys who like do nothing with their lives, like nothing. Like they ain't got, you know what I mean? They don't do nothing. They don't help nobody out. They barely help themselves out. They do nothing with themselves. Like, what are you an out? Like how are you the leader of a pack? Like, where's your pack? You know what I mean? You ain't got no group. Like, it's just you sitting in your bedroom and you talking about I'm an alpha male. Like, who like which pack are you leading? Like, bruh, ain't nobody behind you. It's just you doing nothing in your room talking about how great you are. Like, come on. Nah, side eye. And any man who must say I am king is no true king at all. Indeed, exactly, because if you were a real king, you wouldn't have to say it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have to say it. What's known don't need to be said. Like, what is already known don't need to be said. Like, the fact that you feel the need to keep saying it, not even just say it once, but feel the need to keep saying it. It's like, nah, come on. Nothing wrong with being alpha male, but a lot of the self-proclaimed alpha males are just enough, right? I'm an alpha male, bruh. You know, apparently the term alpha male, it comes from like wolves, right? Like wolf packs, where you have the leader of the pack is called alpha wolf. But apparently, I can't remember how it was. I'll have to look up how the exact explanation. But apparently, it's not quite that straightforward in terms of like the alpha of the wolf, the alpha wolf pack, the alpha of the leader of the wolf pack, right? You know, isn't like some, you know, well, I'm the boss, look at me, do as I say type. It's a person who, like, I say person, it's a wolf. But apparently something to do with like the way it's interpreted in that sort of alpha male community is vastly different to what the wolves are actually doing. Like, I can't remember the exact explanation, but it's not the same thing. They've kind of taken this term that's come from wolf packs, and somewhat co-opted it into meaning like, you know, I'm this like super cool dude that everybody needs to bow down to, when the reality is that wolf pack leaders are just nothing like that at all. like I can't, again, I'm blanking on the exact explanation, but it's something to do with like Wolfpack leaders are actually, you know, the ones that do a lot of the work. Like they're the ones that are trying to help the other wolves out. You know, they're protective of the wolves around, that kind of thing. So these are good qualities to have, by the way. I ain't even saying that, but when you look at the sort of the typical of the alpha male community type person, ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like that. But yeah, I'm gonna play something else for a little bit. What's the time actually? It is 5 minutes past 10. All right, yeah, just a little bit more then. I think a true alpha is a man who naturally takes charge and takes care of their own. Well, there's a difference between being a leader and being. Oh yeah. I actually remember one of my managers, or I can't remember, some place I used to work, saying something similar to that, right? This between leader and being a boss. But yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that. But but yeah, I mean, I feel like, yeah, like if you are the type of person who can sort of naturally I don't take charge of what I'm trying to say, but I feel like, yeah, in any given situation, somebody, let's say you got a group of people, in any given situation, somebody needs to kind of lead that group, right? If you try and get something done, somebody needs to be the leader. But the person who is the leader isn't necessarily the same person who's always been the leader. You know what I mean? Like let's say you're trying to organize a trip with your friends to go somewhere. There might be somebody in your group who's a bit more experienced with traveling, and as such, they can kind of lead the charge on that sort of thing because they kind of know a bit more about traveling. They know a bit more about how to handle it, and because of that, they can lead that. But then let's say you want to organize, I don't know, same group of friends, but you want to organize like a camping trip or something. But then another person is a bit more experienced at camping. So at that point, that person should be the one to naturally take charge because they know a bit more about camping. But if that same person from before is still like, no, I'm the boss, I need to take charge and I need to, you know, that kind of thing, they ain't just being an arsehole. You know what I mean? Like, because I think there's a difference between, like, yeah, you can naturally take charge, but also, like, it needs to be appropriate. Like, if I know that there's somebody who's more knowledgeable and experienced with something than I am, then I have no business trying to lead a group of people, you know, with things that I know nothing about. Whereas if I'm confident in my ability and my knowledge and my experience with something, then yeah, you'd want to maybe step up a little bit more and be like, okay, yeah, I understand how these works and this is how we should consider it, and da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, when you have the type of person who's just trying to be the boss or trying to be the leader, trying to be in charge in situations where they're clearly not the one who knows the most about it or understands the most about it. You know, I'm not saying you can't, of course you always input ideas and of course you could always suggest things, that I ain't saying that, but when you're just trying to be the one that's always in the lead, and it's like, come on now, you know, I ain't just being an arsehole. Like, there's somebody else who knows more about these things, you know, let that person lead, or let that person, you know, because being able to relinquish or being able to let somebody else guide, I think that's an important trait as well to have, like being able to understand when actually this person knows way more than I do. And rather than having the ego about it and being like, no, me, just like, hey, you know what? Let's let this person input your ideas, make suggestions if you need to, but someone else can be like, someone else can actually lead it because they understand more about it, understand more experience about it, rather than, yeah, that. I say take charge, I don't mean throw your weight around. I just mean take care of business. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Handle my business. Handle your business before your business handles you. But yeah, no, it's important to be able to have confidence in your own abilities. Like, I feel like, I mean, it can be difficult to have confidence in your own abilities, I think, because you never want to become across as arrogant or boastful or things like that. And that line between confidence and arrogance can be very, very thin at times, right? But yeah, it's important to have confidence in your abilities when you say, okay, let's do this, and this is how I think we should do it. You know, to be able to say that and, you know, mean it, but also being able to accept that you could be wrong, and if you are wrong, then okay, well, we'll figure it out. But I think one of the worst things about some people is, like, yeah, like you say, like, kind of throw their weight around a bit. You know, they're always trying to be in charge. They never like to do anything that anybody else suggested, no matter how good the idea was. You know, they always want to do things their way, even though their way is like clearly not the best way to go about doing things. You know, and it always just kind of like that ego type thing. And when they're wrong, and when it's clear that they're wrong, and beyond clear, like beyond a shadow of a doubt that they were in the wrong about something, they can never just admit they were wrong. It's always going to be somebody else's fault. You know what I mean? Like that type of person. It's always going to be somebody else's fault why things didn't turn out, because they're so perfect, and you know they're never wrong about anything. And it's like, that's kind of behavior is so exhausting. If you ever know anybody like that, that kind of behavior is super exhausting. It's like, you know what? I'm just not even going to be around you, because no, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. It definitely gets harder as oh yeah, warning. Forgot about that. Oof. Got the game over screen, man. Oof. Alright, no bother. No bother. No bother. Let's chill for a little bit before we end today. Oh man, we covered a lot today, didn't we? We covered a lot of subjects. Well, a lot of big subjects, at least, anyway. Man. For real though, this community is lit. That's what I'm trying to say. This community is lit. How many places you know can talk about the things we talk about? But anyways, what's happening, Brax? Oh, I think we're all pretty based in our opinions, though, to be fair. Yeah, I think we do all right. I think we do all right. I'm pretty sure I bought this game already. Oh, it's gold edition. Wait, did I? Oh wait, no, I had this on something else, didn't I? So I'm just looking at a game on Steam. It's called Strafe. I was like, man, I'm sure I had that, but I think I had it on like PlayStation or something, but oh well. It's a good game from what I can remember, but yeah, $12.79 to play it again. And I think I'm good. Maybe if it's on sale or something, I might pick it up, like when it's gone down real cheap. But I think for it's nothing. All right. Well, I mean, all right. If you don't want to say anything, then why say anything? It's like, come on, bruh. I mean, hateful or against anyone, we're balanced. When I get another Fire Stick, it's back to my watch list. Fire Stick. But yeah, balance is important, isn't it? I think so, and I think, well, I'm guessing you guys think so as well. But balance is important. You know, like I think anything in life, anything, it's always important to find a balance, because if you're too far in one direction, if you're too far in one direction, then you literally got off balance. Yeah, right. If there's nothing to say, then don't say anything. Well, is there a topic you want to talk about, Brax? As Sam has asked, is there something that's on your mind? This is a safe space. As corny as that phrase has become, this is a safe space. At least I hope it's a safe. I'd like to think it's a safe space for people to like say stuff. I mean, come on, let's not get done with it. We ain't gonna do no like discriminations or like all that kind of madness. I ain't talking about that. This ain't a place to come and just be rude for no good reason. But it's a safe space in terms of if you have something on your mind or an opinion or whatever. Too far, exactly. Too far right or left, you missed the point, indeed. But I kind of like to think of it as like a ballerina. Like, if you ever watch a ballerina, right? They will like, you know, spin and pivot and do all these like moves on while they're moving around, right? and every times where they're leaning more on this side or leaning more on that side or whatever it is, but they're always up, like they don't fall over, because they know that sometimes you got to shift over to this side, right? And sometimes you got to shift more over to this side, and sometimes you got to shift to the back, and sometimes you got to shift to the forward, but you're never too far in any one direction that you just fall over. Because like that's how I think about balance. Like, balance isn't necessarily always being in the middle. Sometimes you do need to lean more to one side than the other. Sometimes you need to lean more to the other side, right? Sometimes you need to lean maybe at a diagonal angle. Sometimes you need to do more of this or do more of that, you know. But you're never doing so much that you just fall over. So like the point where if you have to be more over here than over here, like as you go through your day, you know, maybe you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that, you know, and on top of all that, you got to take care of yourself, and you got to eat right, and you got to exercise, and you got to do all these different things and throughout the day, right? If you only ever did one thing in your day and ignored everything else, you'd be going so far in one direction, everything else would become heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier, and then eventually you just fall over, right? Because you've done so much in over here and nothing in the other places. But if you realize that, if you can understand that sometimes, yeah, you do need to do more of this thing, but then next day you might need to do more of this other thing. The other day you might need to do more of this other thing. So, you know, you have this balance that kind of is ever shifting, right? It's constantly shifting like a ballerina. It's always shifting, but you're never going so far in one direction that you just fall over. You just shifting where you need to be at any one time. So yeah, that's my that's how I think of it. Balance is key. Finding your balance point prevents you to fall flat indeed. Oh man, but hey, whoa. Oh wait, that's Grand Theft Auto 4. GTA 4. Well, still good price though. For anybody interested, GTA 4, the complete edition, which is GTA 4, episodes from Liberty City, Ballad of Gay. It's a Ballad of Gay Tony and the Los Santos motorcycle, Lost in a Dam, something. But yeah, the complete edition on Steam right now, £5.09. That is a good price. I don't particularly enjoy 4 very much, actually, to be honest with you. I don't play it very much, so I don't really like it. But for £5.09, I will buy that game. It is up until the 24th of March, so you got over a month. You got about a month and 4 days. Oh wait, sorry, no, I'm reading that wrong. That's not when it's up to. When does this end? It ends in 43 hours. My bad. I'm sorry. The sale ends in 43 hours. You have 43 hours and 36 minutes and less than 20 seconds to buy Grand Theft Auto 4, the complete edition, for £5.09. Oof. I'm have to take advantage of that. I don't particularly enjoy 4, but I'll buy it for £5.09. Like, that is a good price. In fact, apparently, Dan, you already have it, so you don't got to worry about it. you don't gotta worry about it. But if anybody who doesn't already have it, yeah, I'm gonna add it to my cart right now. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'll take it for £5.09. Keep it on the back burner till I'm ready to play it. Won't be enough time to talk about everything because you're about to shut it down and get some sleep anyways. I saw a fit today on TikTok. What was this back when talking about how a white guy called him a racial slur, and he was saying he was going to report him. And I was with him 100% until he said any excuse to stick it to a white person. Oof. Alright, Brex. I mean, yeah, probably I'm gonna log off soon still, but you okay though? I mean, starting up, because if it's important, you know what I mean? If it's important, then you could spare a little time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that's madness. Anything to stick to the white man. It's like, damn it. Sometimes you just need to shut up. Just quit while you're ahead. Just quit while you're ahead. I can laugh at it. TikTok is a mad place though, isn't it, right? TikTok is such a mad place when you think about it. Like, there's like some of the coolest videos you'd ever see on TikTok. There really is. Like some of the most amazing, talented, coolest videos, funniest, you know, creative, all that kind of stuff you'd see on TikTok. And then you just got like also copious amounts of people just like miming to a song. And you know, I ain't saying you can't mime to a song, of course. I mean, have your fun. I ain't saying that. But it's like, why you know, why do so many people feel the need to mime to a song? And obviously sing the song, like lets you mime into it, like miming to a song, not singing along, not playing it, you know, their own guitar or piano version of it. No, they're miming the song, not singing it, not doing a version of it. They're miming the song. All right. All right, that's what we're doing. We're just gonna mime. All right. I don't get it either. And it's like, you know, I mean, like I say, have your fun. I'm not trying to tell people what they can and can't do. Have your fun. And some of those mime videos can be funny, right? I've seen a few where they might mime it in a way where they change the context of the song, or you know, that kind of thing, and they make a funny joke out of it. And I'm like, okay, I can see that's pretty cool. But yeah, you have a lot of videos where people just mime the song. There's no joke to it. It's just they just miming a song. And the other thing about TikTok is the way dance moves just get copied, right? Somebody will come up with a dance move, and then it would get copied by somebody else. And of course, the original person who came up with it, more often than not, doesn't get credited. And then the other person who just happens to be a more popular TikToker or whatever. So now everybody thinks this popular TikToker came up with the dance, gives them all the credit for it, invites them on these TV shows. And it's like, wait a minute. You didn't come up with this dance though. Like somebody else did it. You just copied it. and apparently that happens a lot. I mean, maybe not so much now. I don't know. It's probably not as much these days because I'm sure they have maybe better ways of checking now. But yeah, apparently like that at least used to happen a lot, where dance moves or various other things would just get copied by somebody else, and they become super popular of it, and then the original creator of that dance move, not hardly anybody knows who they are. It's like, bruh. People can care less about others and their problems, and plus, you're not a counselor, therapist, life coach, sociologist. And I keep things to myself mostly. I'm good either way. Oh, fair enough. But I mean, just so we're clear, you brought it up, so you know, like, you brought it up. Like, I mean, I appreciate that. I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist, or like whatever. I probably can't give no good advice on anything. Like, I fully accept that. But, bruh, you brought it up, so you know what I mean. If you didn't want to talk about it, just. Bruh. But hey, so good, Brax. So good. What was that discussion? Topic about black TikTokers not getting enough credit. A couple of years ago. Yeah, that was happening as well. Like the girl who came up with the Renegade, the dance move, the Renegade dance move, get copied by one popular TikToker and it just blew up. Hardly anybody knew who the original one was. It's like, damn. It be like that, man. It be like that. It be like that, man. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, but I sometimes buy games on Steam that I know I don't have time to play anytime soon, but because they're so cheap at the time, you're like, you know what, let me get it now. That way, by the time I'm ready to play it, I've got it at a good price rather than paying a dumb price for it. You didn't say that. You took it for how you saw it. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. You were like, but anyways, it's like, all right, cool. What's up? It's nothing. That's bringing it up. Like that's literally bringing it up. You know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you want to say something, but you don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, where people be like, oh, like you're talking about something and they're just be like, oh. You know what I mean? That sigh, like, bruh, you brought this up, okay? And it's cool. Like, I don't mind if you don't want to talk about it, like, because you're 100% right. I ain't no therapist. I ain't no counselor. I don't know nothing about nothing. So it's not a problem. I'm just saying, let us be clear. You brought this up, okay? Yeah. But it's there if you ever have time, indeed. But yeah, true say though, yeah, for real, if you do ever change your mind and you want to talk about it, it's cool. It's cool. But if you don't, I get it. I understand. I understand. But yeah, like I buy games on Steam sometimes because, like, right now, for example, Grand Theft Auto 4, £5.09. That is a good price. And I probably won't have time to play it anytime soon, but it just means that I have it and I can play it later or potentially play it later at a time. But by the time I get to play it, it's going to go back up to that dumb price of 16, whatever. It's like £17. I don't want to pay enough £17 for that game. I don't even like it. I don't even like it. I'm paying £5.09 for a game that I don't particularly like. Or at least I didn't play enough of it to know whether I like it or not. But anyway, it's a good deal. It's Grand Theft Auto 4, Battle of the Gay Tony, and the Lost in the Dams, the motorcycle bits. It's the main game and the two expansion packs. £5.09. Yeah, that is a good deal. Exactly, that is a good deal. So yeah, got less than 44 hours to pull the trigger on that one. I think I want to do it. I think I want to do it. But yeah, do that in a little bit though. No rush right now. Got 44 hours, less than 44 hours. Got 43 hours and something. Yeah, that's just how it's okay. That's just how my characteristics chilled, nonchalant, sarcastic, pessimistic, and quiet. All right. All right. I ain't gonna say nothing. It's a big shift now, though. Like people getting recognition. Yeah. We be out here. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, boy. You know what? Maybe tomorrow or sometime this week, I want to try and make a video talking about sleep. And I'm letting you know now. I want to make a video talking about sleep. Because sleep is important. We all need good sleep. But yeah, one of the things I realized recently is it's actually quite hard to get good sleep. Like, it's not an easy thing at all. At least not for me. Maybe for some people. But I'm guessing for most adults, at least, it's not an easy thing to get a good night's sleep. Certainly not every night. You know, like, you can maybe get a good night's sleep once in a while, like maybe once a week if you're lucky, or once every whatever. But every night, oof, it's not happening. I feel like for most adults, it's not happening every night. There's too many things that happen in your life that mean that you can't always follow all the best practices to get a good night's sleep. So yeah, I want to talk about that in a video. I'm going to try and do that this week. Good sleep helps. Oh, for real. I've been monitoring my sleep in recent months, actually, since I got the Fitbit, because it has a sleep monitor on it. So I've been paying attention to like the results and looking at, you know, what it's saying and how it's monitoring my sleep stages, and I've learned a bit. I ain't no doctor, whatever, expert, but I feel like I've learned a bit about sleep in the last few months that I want to share. So yeah, try and do that this week. Sleep every night sounds dreamy to me, for real. I did manage to get some good sleep recently though. But I'll tell you what, for now though, is that the time you spend in bed is not necessarily the time you spend asleep, right? Which probably sounds a bit obvious, but also the time you spend asleep isn't always the time you spend asleep as well. That's something that I've learned. I'll try and explain that in a video, but yeah, it's kind of interesting, kind of fascinating. I think so, but anyway, we'll see. It's always good topic. Sleep is awesome, and no one gets enough of it. Indeed. But for now, speaking of sleep, it's getting late. Yay. Next live stream is back on Tuesday next week, and it's film night next week. Watching Paradise Alley. It is a Sylvester Stallone movie from 1970 something. We're doing Stallone season mixed with Nightmare on Elm Street, mixed with Friday the 13th, mixed with the other one. But yeah, Stallone next week. Yeah, I'm gonna try and put up at least a couple of videos if I can this week. So I want to try and talk about sleep, because like I said, it's been on my mind, trying to get good sleep, learn as much as I can about it, and hopefully share some of the things I've learned with you guys as well. And maybe next week Brax might want to talk about what's on his mind as well. We'll see. Tune in next week for the exciting conclusion. But yeah, Brax, if you do ever want to talk about it, drop it in the just come through, just say something. It's all good. If you don't, it's all good, but I appreciate you coming through nonetheless. Whether you're talking or stalking, I appreciate you, Brax. And big up to everybody else coming through. Sam, big up to you. Belgian Dan, big up to you. XSplit was here earlier, big up to you. A few other people whose names I'm blanking on right now, big up to you guys. Same Haze time, same Haze exactly. But yeah, guys, you've been awesome as always. I might not be in next week. It's my birthday. Elliot is taking me out for a meal. Awesome. Well, happy birthday. Happy 29th birthday for next week. Hopefully enjoy being 29 for another year. And oh yeah, cause you mentioned it. Yeah, he's taking you out. He's getting your hair done as well, so you can have your hair done. You getting a meal. That sounds like a good day. I mean, I don't know about getting your hair done. Actually, that's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you might find that fun. I don't know. I feel like I'll just take the meal. Like, I don't know. If you opt to like not get your hair done, do you get a bigger meal? Because I feel like that's probably something you should consider asking. Like, maybe if he doesn't pay to get your hair done and just pays for a much bigger meal, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like maybe that would be a much better thing. Like, that's what I would do anyway. I'm just saying, but I'm just putting it out there. Maybe you'd rather have your hair done and eat less. I don't know. I'd rather have more food. So I'm just putting it out there as a suggestion. Maybe go to him and be like, hey, listen, like, I know he's gonna pay to get my hair done and that, but how about don't pay for get my hair done, just get me more food, you know? Because you could get like 2 starters, 2 main courses, 2 desserts, maybe even 3 or 4 of each. I don't know, right? I don't know, but I'm just saying, as a suggestion, might be worth thinking about. 29, I thought Sam was 20, 28. Is it 28? Maybe I got it wrong. My bad. I just age you, Sam. Here is Monday meal. It's Tuesday on my actual birthday. Sounds like a good start to the week indeed. But yeah, happy birthday for next week. Happy hair day. Happy meal day. Still think you should consider, but hey, it's your day. It's your day. It's your day. But yeah, guys, you've been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping it lively. And until whenever, if ever, stay 29, folks. Peace.